In this lesson, we are going to learn about append queries. First of all, what is append queries? Append queries is used to combine or stack up the tables that have the similar structure and data types. In Power Query, we find the append queries option in Combine tab. We can append either two queries or more than two queries. Let us deep dive append queries little further. Let's take a scenario where we have 2016 sales in one query and 2017 sales in another query. But for the reporting purpose, we have to append the data from these two queries into a single query so that reporting layer can consume the data from a single data source. In this case, we can use append queries to stack up the data from both tables into a single result query. For this demo, we are going to use our typical sales information, but we are going to extract the data from multiple data sources. In this case, we are going to extract the data from 3 different CSV files. Let's do that activity. In order to get the data from data source, use get data from another source. Select text/CSV and connect to the data source. All the files are placed under append queries folder. First, we are going to import the data from 2016 sales. Now Power BI is establishing the connectivity and providing the preview based on the first 200 rows. This is our typical sales information with 7 columns. Transform the data and launch the Power Query. As always, we have to set the right name for query, as well as we need to make sure that data types are set as expected. In this case, it's a very clean data. We don't need to make any changes. Now let us get 2017 sales. For that, in the query pane, right click and get data. Now select 2017 sales. This query is also exactly same as another query that we just imported. There are no extra columns or no less columns. So import this data also. Let us inspect the data. For 2016, let us check whether we have only 2016 sales or some other year also. It seems we have only 2016 sales information. Similar to that, let us inspect 2017 sales. For the year, yes, here also we have only 2017 sales. Now we have to append these two queries into a single query. For that, go to Home menu and combine submenu. Within that, we have an append queries. Append these queries into a new query. Here we have the option to select the queries. Select the first table 2016 query and the second table 2017 query. In this case, we are appending the data from two source queries. But if you want to append the data from more than 2 tables, you can select 3 or more tables. But in this case, let's select only 2 tables. Then say OK. Then change the query name to sales. Let's go to sales query and then inspect the data. Similar to source queries, we have only 7 columns. And let's check whether we have the data for 2016 as well as for 2017. Yes, we have 2016 data as well as 2017 data. So these two queries got appended perfectly. There is no change needed. Now let us import 2015 sales also and then combine that query into the target query sales. For that, right click in the query pane, connect to 2015 sales, check the preview. If we notice in the preview, we are seeing additional column for cost price. This is the additional column that we don't have in the other two queries. So say OK. Now we are going to stack up this query information to the target table sales. For that, select target table sales, and this time we are going to use the other option, append queries. Now what we are doing is we are appending the existing data into a target table. So we have to select the table to be appended. In this case, select 2015 sales, say OK. Now let us check where the 2015 data also got added to the final table sales. Go to sales table and check for the years. We have 2015 sales, 2016 sales, as well as 2017 sales. So for what we did was, first we have imported two independent queries and combined that one as a new query. Query name is sales. Then we have imported a third query for 2015 sales, and we have appended this sales information to the final table sales. That's all about appending queries. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.